Alright guys, my worst nightmare has happened and I have lost all the audio for this week's episode. At this point, I haven't even started editing the video yet, so I'm not sure what this episode is going to look like. I might have to do some voiceover work again, but it's likely that this episode is going to be a lot shorter because I won't have any of the ramblings or thoughts that I would have had in the original. So please bear with me as we navigate this together. What we're watching right now is me claiming my shiny Eternatus, and I think at this point I was explaining how I was really annoyed that the GameStop employee was saying that you needed to have a pre-order of Scarlet and Violet in order to get the shiny code, even though the Pokemon website says that no purchase is necessary. I think it's just something that they either get told or something that they try to convince customers that they need in order to get pre-orders so they can get their commission or whatever. So I was pretty annoyed. I wanted a second one, but I'll just have to go back at some other time when there's a different employee or something. I don't know. But anyway, you're probably not here to see this. You're here to see the 4th episode of my Bravely Default 2 playthrough. So without further ado, let's go into that.
It doesn't look like Dag and Selena came back this way. We should be okay for now.
They'll not pose much of a threat without their asterisks anyway.
I must take this opportunity to make a report to His Majesty. He will wish to strengthen the city guard.
I will join you. Thank you all so much for coming to my aid.
Hey, don't mention it. You did the same for me once, remember?
Aye, and with 2 shiny new asterisks to show for our efforts.
Oh, before you go, Sir Sloan, I wanted to ask you about what you said back there. About the crystal's blessing?
Ah, but of course. 'Tis a matter of great import, yet one which, alas, will not suffer a brief explanation. Perhaps we might speak of it upon my return.
Sure. I can wait.
You are a gentleman.
Alrighty. How about us lot go about our business as well and meet back at the inn? I've a few things to take care of myself.
Very well. Until then.
The party go their separate ways. Side quests. Be sure to help out those in need. Talking to people with ... or ellipses marks over their heads will enable you to undertake special side quests. In the course of completing them, you'll learn more about various characters' backstories and occasionally acquire some unique items while you're at it. So get questing. It's a rewarding experience in every sense of the word. The Travelogue. The Travelogue section of the menu gives you access to details of any quests you've undertaken, settings related to the quest markers, events and party chat scenes you've previously come across, any tutorials you've unlocked. It's always a good place to go if you're ever in the need of a nudge in the right direction. So I try to cut out any dialogue that I've already come across. So, as you'd expect, equipping a weapon in each hand means you can deal more damage than with just the one. The downside being that you can't equip a shield, and you might end up carrying more weight than you can handle. It's a technique for attacking specialists, really, but what a technique! I can't get enough of it myself. I know some people like to carry a shield in one hand to keep them safer, but me? I throw caution to the wind and grab a weapon in both hands. The best defense is a blade-swinging, enemy-destroying flurry of both-handed blows. That's what I say, an all-out onslaught. I used to think it was the same in matters of the heart, but, well, let's just say I haven't had much luck in that department. I zoomed out and saw that I could see where the next quest was, but I decided to talk to Elvis. I'd heard good things about the fresh produce here in Halcyonia, but my expectations have been well and truly surpassed. I'll bet all this stuff makes for a tasty drink too. Heh, can't wait to try a local beverage. And then I went to talk to Gloria. I don't want to state the obvious, but There sure are a lot of people here. Maybe we should try talking to some of them? Then I came across the Gran. I wonder where that nice young man's got to. There's something I wanted to show him. And then we get to the first quest, borrowing the boat. You really saved my skin from those monsters, you know. How about taking my old boat as a little thank you? Go on, hop on board and explore the sea.
Hey there. Are you all right now, ma'am?
Oh, it's you. You really saved my skin back there, you know. I'll have to think of some way of paying you back.
Oh, there's no need for anything like that.
I won't hear of it. Imagine a debt like that left unsettled. But what to give you? Hold on. You're a sailor, aren't you?
I am. How did you know that?
Well, you could hardly be anything else, dear. Right, come along with me. I've got something to show you. Here you go. A little boat to say thank you.
A boat? Oh, no, ma'am. It's too much.
Nonsense. I want you to have it. I don't get much use out of it at my age anyway. And besides, the old girl would prefer to have a handsome young fellow like you at the helm, I'm sure.
You're right about her being old. But she's in great condition from what I can see.
She's wonderful, isn't she? And sturdy as anything, too, I can promise you that. Not ocean-going sturdy, perhaps, but fine as long as you don't stray too far from shore. What say you hop on board and give her a whirl?
All right, you've convinced me. Don't mind if I do?
That's the spirit. Who knows what awaits over the horizon, eh? Or who you might meet. Well, how did the old girl treat you?
Beautifully. She sails like a dream. Which is why I can't accept your offer. She's too good to just give away.
You can't? Fine. If it makes you feel better, how about I lend her to you instead? I'll look after her, and you give me a shout whenever you want to take her out. Just come and find me and say the word. It's really no trouble, dear.
Well, I guess that would work. Thanks.
Right, then. I suppose I'd better be heading back to town.
Okay, ma'am. Oh, try to steer clear of any monsters this time.
I'll do my best.
So I tried to read all this stuff as quickly as I could in the original recording, but it's a lot of things to read at once. I think they just show you the important items that you get. JP Orb, I figured that stood for job points. Explore to make the most of your downtime. Congratulations, you've gained access to a boat, which means you can go exploring. This is a great way of earning rewards when you're not playing, as it's a feature which works specifically when the system is in sleep mode. Expeditions can last up to 12 hours, so it's well worth setting sail before heading out somewhere or going to bed. Exploring has many benefits. For example, you can discover experience boosting orbs, JP boosting orbs, and delicious HP boosting buns. And these aren't the only treasures on offer. What's more, if you're connected to the internet, you can get a helping hand from others and earn even greater rewards. It's a great way for busy people to level up more quickly, so be sure to set sail on an exploration expedition whenever you're going to be away from the game. Woohoo, greetings young man. The boat's all ready for you. I think here I accidentally set sail again, and I noticed at the top right that the timer wasn't even going. And so I tried to turn it off, to come back from the voyage or something. But I couldn't do it. All I had the option to do was to leave. So then I go up to talk to this guard. King Vernon's otherwise engaged at the moment. You'd better come back later if you're hoping for an audience. And here I walk into the shop and find a new NPC with dialogue. I know everyone's first instinct is to grab the biggest, most dangerous looking weapon they can. We have to think about how heavy these things are. If you overload yourself with equipment that's too heavy for you, you'll run into all kinds of trouble. My back's still suffering from the punishment I got it through with weighty kit as a younger man. You do well not to follow my example. And here I start looking through some equipment, make the foolish mistake of buying a longsword, even though I already have one. It's like I didn't look at that column that says owned 1. I don't know why I bought a second one, but anyway, that's why I'm fast forwarding through all this, to spare you the agony. Anyway, while we're watching this, I think some of you might find this interesting. Just this inventory management and swapping out equipment, so I'm keeping it here, just running it quickly. But while we're in this section, I guess I could talk about what happened with the audio. I was basically working on it and I hadn't treated the audio yet, and I unplugged the external drive where the file was saved without safely removing it first, and unfortunately it corrupted the file. So the next time I tried to open Audacity and start working on the file, basically it let me treat the audio and add a compressor and noise reducer and noise gate, all the things that I normally do, but when I went in to export it as a WAV file, it said that I couldn't find the file that I was trying to work on. And so I tried everything I could to try to recover that file, but I just wasn't able to, so eventually I had to just give up. But to be honest, this kind of format, recording the gameplay and then doing a voiceover later, is a format that I have been wanting to try. I just wish I wasn't being forced into it like this, where I don't have a choice because I lost the original audio. So at this point I basically walk into the inn because I zoomed out to see where the next objective was to further the story. I check the menu for some reason, and then I walk in.
Firstly, I would like to thank you all once again for rescuing me. And since you went to such great lengths on my behalf, I feel it is only right that I introduce myself and my situation properly. My name is Gloria. I am, or at least was, the Princess of Musa. It has long been the duty of those of my line to see that the 4 crystals are kept safe, in order that the calamity known as the Night's Nexus might be kept at bay. Unfortunately, the crystals were stolen, and 3, those of fire, water, and earth, remain unrecovered. Various disturbances across the land would seem to suggest that the calamity grows closer with each passing day.
You mean like the flooding people have been talking about? And the waves that sank my boat?
Precisely. I believe it is only a matter of time before the Night's Nexus is unleashed. And the only way to prevent this from happening is to restore the crystals to their rightful place.
This being so, dear friends, might we importune upon you to aid us in their recovery?
Sir Sloan, we cannot presume to expect the help of others in matters that it is Musa's duty to resolve.
Though I apprehend thy reluctance full well, my lady, 'Tis plain that if we are to fulfill our duty, we shall be in need of allies. Capable allies. Our recent travails could not have given clearer proof of that. And what allies could be more capable than those who can count among their number one blessed by the very crystals we seek?
Even so, we cannot simply assume that they will be willing to become entangled in our affairs.
I'd say we're pretty wrapped up in them already, wouldn't you?
May we take this to mean that we can count upon thine aid?
Well, it's not like there's any place else I need to be. And besides...
But there are those who would have seen you sunk forever, who cut your life's thread short.
Is aught the matter, boy?
Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing.
You'll not be leaving us behind either. Two may be company, but a crowd's just what I need right now.
Oh, don't say you're getting bored of me, Elvis.
As if I'd ever even think something like that. Seriously though, we've a good reason to be coming along for the ride. Those last asterisks we got our hands on helped me read a little more of Lady Emma's old book. And from what Sir Sloan was saying, it sounds like our crystal thieves all have asterisks of their own. So, if we join you on your little adventure, I reckon my favourite special stones will be falling into our laps left and right. And you'll also have our expert help to call on. Everyone's a winner!
Well, far be it from me to contradict the man who pays my wages. As long as we keep moving, I'm happy.
Aye. Remind me why that is again?
I'm looking for my sister. She disappeared from our village. And I don't really have any idea where she might be, and I need to earn a living if I want to keep searching, so sticking with you is my best option. For now.
Oh, aye. That was it, eh? Right. Well, here's hoping we find her soon.
Thanks.
'Twould seem that we are all of the same mind. What thinkest thou, my lady?
Very well. Your kindness is greatly appreciated. I would be honored if you were all to join us.
Alrighty. Well, now that's settled. Let's head to the tavern and seal the deal over a wee drinky, shall we?
You really love the tavern, huh?
And what exactly is wrong with that, eh? A quest begun without a little send-off ceremony's no quest at all as far as I'm concerned. Ha ha!
Sleep escapeth thee too, I see.
Huh? Oh, hi there, Sir Sloan.
I had hoped that I might have a chance to speak with thee. 'Tis mostly of matters long since past, but wouldst thou be so good as to humour an old man? I too was once favoured with the blessing of the wind crystal. To think that half a century has passed since that day.
Wait, you were?
Indeed. And having been so favoured, I did set out with a band of stalwart companions in search of a means by which the Knight's Nexus might be defeated. One among whom was King Godric, Princess Gloria's own grandfather. I shall never forget the experiences we shared, not as long as I live. Hither and yon we journeyed, righting wrongs and vanquishing injustice. In time, we came to be known as the Heroes of Light. Ah, such fond memories.
So you were a hero of light. Didn't you call me the same thing?
Indeed I did. Thou didst jolt me most jarringly back into my past, boy, I must admit. To think that it has been 50 years, and that now, after all this time, the blessing of the wind crystal should fall upon one such as thee. It pleases me more than words can say. Thou art mine heir. Thou art the one the crystal hath chosen to take my place. This being so, I must ask that thou swear by thy life to protect Princess Gloria, as I myself once swore to protect all those of her line.
Of course.
Then it is settled. Now, away with thee to bed. We rise with the dawn.
Morning.
Good morning.
Greetings, one and all.
How do you all look so fresh this early?
Ah, good morrow. Milady, ere we depart, there is something I would present unto thee. Though it paineth me to think of it, there may come a time where thou must needs protect thyself. May this blade serve thee in thy time of need.
Well, it is time to set out for our next destination, Savalon. If our suspicions are correct, the water crystal awaits us there.
Gloria, Elvis, and Adelle join the party. Sir Sloan is now accompanying the party. Know your passives. Abilities aren't limited to those you actively use during battle. Have you been making the most of your passive abilities as well? Open the menu and select abilities every once in a while to check on which passive abilities are available. Looks like we've got ourselves a wee gang, eh? I've always said that meeting new people is what travelling's all about. Here's to travelling together. Princess rescuing, book deciphering, I'm up for anything. Savalon is situated to the east of Halcyonia, on the far side of the Vale of Sighs. 'Twill be a difficult journey. We must needs ensure that we are adequately prepared. More traveling companions, huh? But you guys seem competent enough, which means I won't have to manage your kit and your jobs for you like I do with Elvis. Good. So for some reason I still haven't seen that there's a party chat at the top right.
This is just terrible. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
I know, pal, I know. But I think you've had enough for one day, don't you?
Oh, what difference does it make? I just don't care anymore.
Aye, well, you'll care in the morning if you carry on like this. I tell you what, why don't I help you polish off that little lot in front of you? A problem shared is a problem halved after all.
Wait, how exactly is this going to solve anything?
What do you mean? It's obvious, isn't it? He doesn't drink so much that he ends up regretting it. And I drink just enough to have a grand old time. Everyone's a winner.
Okay. So who is this guy anyway? A friend of yours?
Not really, nah. I just ran into him in here and I thought I'd better not leave him by himself. Oh, watch out.
Do you want to hear a story that will make your hair stand on end, boy?
Sure. If you think you can manage to tell it.
My luck is just terrible. Awful. First of all, the water started to rise, and that messed all the tides up. And that meant that the fish moved, which meant there were none to be had in my usual fishing spot. You'd think that was bad enough, but things got worse. I was making my way home empty-handed when I was attacked by a snaggin. Sahagin. Obviously, I ran for my life. But I was so panicked that I dropped my precious knife. It's a very special knife. See, my master gave it to me when I became a fully fledged fisherman.
A gift from your master, eh? Then we have to get it back for you. Hey, don't worry, pal. I'm on it.
No, I can't ask you to do that. That horrible monster carried it off and...
Seriously, pal, don't worry about it. We can handle a sahagan or two.
But...
Look, this knife. Your master gave it to you, right? It means a lot to you. And if it makes you feel better, I'll not be doing this for free. You can buy me a dram or two to say thanks. How about that?
Well, yeah. All right then.
Anything for a drink, huh?
Accepted. A knife to remember. Ugh, nothing's going right for me. I can't catch any fish. And so a horrible sahagan stolen's my precious knife. It was a gift from my master. Can you get it back for me, please? Flooding in the desert. Something strange is afoot in Savalon. This is surely the crystal's doing. They must be recovered without delay. Not again, don't tell me that son of mine has pulled another disappearing act. One boy's quest. Lately my son keeps wandering off. He's promised not to leave the town and I trust him, I really do, but I still worry. Would you find him and tell him to hurry back to his poor old mother? Here I was pretty sure that it was that lonely kid that's in that little hut, and I was right. What do you want? What's that? My mom's worried about me. Bah, but I haven't found anything good yet. It's a birthday soon, so I'm looking for the perfect present. I don't want to just buy it in a shop, so I'm trying to scavenge something special. And I didn't see that chest right next to me. Can you tell her I'll be back soon? Oh, and don't breathe a word about the present, will you? So my boy's right here in town, you say? And you're absolutely sure he's not doing anything dangerous? Well, that's a load off my mind, I must say. I know you have to cut the apron strings at some point, but I didn't think it would happen so soon. Ah, they grew up so fast. Well, as long as he's safe and sound, then I'm happy. And I'm ever so grateful for you for going to all this trouble. Thank you. Alright, easiest quest ever.
Dagon Selena deserted me? Pathetic cowards. Not only did they fail to secure the crystal, they did not even have the decency to come and tell me as much. One simply cannot rely on mercenaries. The Horograders went to great lengths to have me made Prime Minister. I dread to think what will become of me should I fail to keep my side of the bargain by bringing them the crystal. Oh, perhaps the time has come for more desperate measures.
Can I just say, I'm so annoyed with myself that I didn't notice the party chat icon at the top right this whole time. Sorry.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, hello?
Whoa! It's a monster!
No! Truff is not a monster!
No way! It can talk!
Please! Please, don't hurt Truff! Truff is a monster, yes! But not a bad one.
Sorry. You just surprised us, that's all. I never heard of talking monsters.
Me either.
Truff doesn't hurt humans, so please don't hurt Truff.
Don't worry. We won't. So, what are you doing out here all by yourself?
You want to hear Truff's story? Oh, thank you. Oh, Truff is looking for someone who can cut tall grass.
What do you mean exactly?
Truff dropped a ring. A precious, sparkly, shiny ring. Truff has searched and searched, but nothing.
Aye, the grass will definitely get in the way of that.
Yeah. Talk about looking for a needle in a haystack.
So, you need someone to cut the grass so you can find this ring?
Yes! Someone with a weapon like yours. Yes, you could do it.
Sure, I guess we could, but...
You will help Truff? Oh, thank you, thank you. Truff has asked so many humans to help, but they all ran away. You are the only ones who have listened.
Aye, well, they were probably just a wee bit shocked, that's all. Like we said, talking monsters aren't exactly common.
Well, anyway, we know you're not a bad monster now. Right, let's get mowing. Where do you think we should start?
Human's Best Friend Part 1. Truff dropped a precious, sparkly, shiny ring. He's been trying to look for it, but the grass is too long. Truff needs someone who can cut the grass down. Please, you have to help. Had fun doing that one. Special Actions in the Field Part 1. Let's take another look at the special actions you can use while out adventuring. Press Y to swing your sword when you're out in the field or exploring a dungeon. Who knows what kinds of exciting items are waiting to be discovered beneath patches of long grass. Start by seeing if you can find Truff's ring. Easy. Truff's ring obtained.
Is this your ring, Truff?
Oh, yes, that's it, that's it. Humans found it, oh, thank goodness.
I'm not so sure it'll fit you, though.
Oh, it's not Truff's. It's for Truff's friend. Truff's friend, human.
What? You have a human friend?
Yes, he rescued Truff, then Truff and he became friends, best friends. He's the one who taught Truff how to speak.
So that's how you learned, huh? Nice. Well, don't go dropping the ring again, okay?
Oh, thank you. Shh! Stop! Wait!
What's the matter?
They followed.
Who did? Monsters?
Yes! Monsters who want the ring, who love its shiny, shiny, shiny golden glow. They chased Truff. That's why Truff dropped the ring.
Sounds like someone needs to teach this lot a lesson.
But Truff can't fight. Humans can, though. Humans can fight them for me, yes! Come on, let's sneak up on them.
Sure, I guess. Let's do it.
Yep, they're just talking about timing your hits right and entering battle with extra brave when you attack an enemy with your sword out in the overworld. I feel like that was explained already. That's probably why I skipped it so quickly.
I'm up, huh? Yeah! I'm all set! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Everyone okay?
Thank you.
Not a problem, Truff. You still have your ring, right?
Yes, Truff is never going to lose it again.
But you'll give it to your friend when you find them, right?
Yes, of course.
Speaking of which, you never told us the whole story of how you met.
Oh, Truff was hungry. So hungry, Truff thought he would die. Then a human came, gave Truff food. It was so delicious, and it saved Truff's life. The human told Truff so much about his kind, about cooking. And then, one day, he said it. "You're my friend, Truff." Then he left, but he forgot his ring. So Truff decided to take it back to him.
Wait, do you know anything about this person? His name? Anything?
Truff's friend's name is Mitch. Mitch is something called a traveling chef. And Truff remembers his face very well. If Truff sees his friend's face, he will know him right away.
So, you're on a journey, but you don't know where you're headed, huh? I sometimes feel that way too. Well, good luck. I hope you find your friend.
Thank you. Truff hopes so as well. Be careful out there, humans.
And then, having completed that quest, I decided to cut some grass, and then I finally saw the party chat. The story of the crystals. Hey, Gloria, could you tell me a little more about the crystals? Of course. According to the legends of Musa, they are gifts from the gods. They maintain equilibrium and keep calamity at bay. I used to love hearing the stories about them when I was a child. Long ago, in the age of the gods, the four elements, fire, water, wind, and earth, ran wild, untamed and unfettered. The land shook and crumbled, the seas raged, flames consumed entire continents, and the wind howled relentlessly. Humanity suffered greatly, but then one day an envoy was sent down from the heavens. Mankind was to receive a gift, 4 crystals to keep the 4 elements in check. And just like that, the land grew fruitful, the seas clear and calm, the fires warm and bright, and the winds gentle and soothing. And so we were able to live in peace at last. Wow, not the kind of thing you want winding up in the wrong hands. Indeed, which is why they must be recovered without delay. And then again, I didn't see the other party chat icon until much later. Someone, anyone, help me. Do something about those horrible creatures. Business to be getting on with. I've got all kinds of really important things to do, but I can't go anywhere as long as all those rotten goblins are on the loose. Can't someone teach them a lesson? Defeat some goblins. I need to get it back, but that means going there again. Double dare. I went to that old abandoned house to the north as a dare and left an important book there. Now I'm too scared to go back. Would you mind going and getting it for me? Granddad's gone out to listen to the wind again. Hear the wind blow. My grandfather is slightly odd. He likes nothing more than listening to the wind blow and goes to his favorite spot every day to hear it. Could you find him for me and tell him it's dinner time? Find the old man who's fond of the wind. Then I finally saw the party chat. The broken stone. It's just a stone. Why did I feel like I needed to bring it back with me? Is everything alright? Yes, I was just looking at this. I found it on an island during a boat trip. A stone? Yeah, I picked it up thinking it might be valuable, but no, whatever it is, it's broken. What a shame. So much for your priceless find. Yeah, still, it's pretty in its way. Think I'll hold on to it for a while. I think at this point I finally started noticing the party chat. A talking monster. A talking monster, eh? Whatever next? Yes, and one who is fond of humans no less. Well, certain humans at least. So he's looking for his friend, huh? Yes, and I wonder what sort of person he might be. Not your average bloke, that's for sure. There's not many to make friends with a monster. Yeah, considering all the trouble Truff's going to find him, he must be something pretty special. Well, I hope he finds him. You think he'll be okay out there on his own? If he's as determined as he seems, I'm sure he'll be just fine. Let us pray that you are right. Aye, he might meet with a few twists and turns along the way, but that's what a good journey's all about, eh? Meanwhile, I'll be telling the tale of the mournful monster and the hunt for his long-lost friend at every tavern in the land. Guess you're right. Traveling's all about the little surprises, huh? Bet we won't be bumping into another talking monster anytime soon. Haha, never say never.
What's got you so excited, Adelle?
Me? Oh, the innkeeper's been telling me about all the local cuisine. Did you know Halcyonia's famous for its food? I can't wait to try some.
Oh yeah? What kind of food are we talking about here?
All kinds, but seafood mainly. Shellfish and seasonal vegetable bouillon, a squid wrapped in seaweed. But the dish I like the sound of best is the silver smelt sautéed in lemon butter. Mmm.
Silver smelt? People eat those things?
You know what they are?
Yeah, they're pretty rare, but sometimes they get tangled up in our nets. They look, well, kind of weird. Ugh. What kind of person would even think of taking a bite out of one of those?
They're certainly not the prettiest, but you wait till you taste one. Mmm. Nothing brings out that flavour like a knob of butter and a squeeze of lemon. Pop a few nice fluffy potatoes on the side, and there's simply nothing better.
Oh, I have to try this.
Sure, it sounds delicious, but silver smelt? Seriously?
Do they really look all that disgusting? Gosh, now I really want to try some. All right, I'm sold. I'll take the silver smelt and make it snappy.
Ah, there's just one thing, sorry. I should have mentioned this, but I got a little carried away. I'm afraid we're all out of butter. Have been for a while now. There's been word of a wolf on the road to the city, you see. The merchants we rely on are all too scared to make the trip. No ordinary wolf, mind you. They say it's the size of a small mountain and capable of eating a whole flock of sheep in one sitting.
But if we get rid of it, you'll cook me some fish, right? Right?
Well, yes, I suppose, but...
Say no more. One giant wolf pelt coming up.
You've really never seen a silver smelt, huh?
Oh, quit sniping. Everyone's a winner. No more wolf for these guys to worry about, and I get to try something new. Well, come on. Where's the harm? Huh? Huh?
You get pretty antsy when you're hungry.
Hey, that's what everybody back home used to say. Who've you been talking to?
Fine. All right. Whereabouts can we find this wolf?
On the North Road, if the rumours are to be believed.
Great. Let's get out there and find it. For the sake of your livelihood. And Adelle's stomach.
Oh, I'd say the latter is your more immediate concern.
You too? Oh, fine. If you're going to be like that, I'll be outside.
Hey! Oh, man. Guess I better get after her.
Accepted dish of the day. Our buttery supply is dried up because the merchants are so scared of this wolf. If you want to sample some silver smelt, you'll need to get rid of the awful creature. Awesome. Well guys, after that I went into the item shop and I don't know why I went there to save, but that's where I went. And then I went into Granny's building to basically take a look at the voyage exploration and see if I could figure out how that works. It still looked like I was on an exploration, but the time spent exploring at the top right continued to say 0. So I came to the conclusion that maybe I just need to put the Switch to sleep in order for me to start accruing that time, because if I start an exploration and then continue playing, it doesn't technically work. At least that's how it seems to work, and I remember saying that I need to do more research on it, and I still haven't, but I will definitely do that before next time. So this is where I cut it off though, so hopefully it didn't feel too dragged on, and hopefully you still enjoyed the episode. It wasn't as bad as I thought, so I don't know, maybe one day I'll do this format again on purpose though. But all that aside, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Take care.